Hello and welcome to this next tutorial in Pygame. Today we're going to have a look at making our game a little bit more difficult by adding in another vehicle to dodge, because at the moment it's pretty basic and quite easy to dodge the vehicle that's actually there, the truck. So to start off with, we're going to load in another image. So I've just called it image 3, so it needs to be different from these two, and I've just gone and downloaded an image of a motorbike, and I've already cut out the background in Photoshop, but you can use other image editing software as well to achieve that without any issues. So that's my image 3, so that's ready to go. Next thing I need to do is set up some initial values, for where it's going to start on the screen. So in my subroutine main, what I've done is I've got, X and Y is our car player position, X1 and Y1 is our truck. So X2 and Y2 will now be the start position of the motorbike. So basically I'm starting X1, which is our truck, at position 240, and I'm setting X2 to 120 so that they won't overlap when they start. Y1 and Y2 are 0 because I want it to start right at the top of the screen. Pretty straightforward. Now, coming down in our main loop, we're going to have to do a couple of things. So we want the motorbike to move down the screen. So I'm saying every go through the game loop, add 10 onto the Y2 position, so our motorcycle will move down the screen. Now, I haven't did it to 5 because, well, let's face it, motorcycles are faster than cars, so I want it to move quicker than the truck, also to increase the difficulty level of the game. Then I've done something very similar to this. So here we were checking if the truck went off the bottom of the screen, reset it to the top so it keeps coming in a cycle. And here we initially set our X1 value, so the left-right position of the truck, to be between 120 and 480. I've now modified that to 240, 480 because basically I don't want the truck and the motorcycle to appear on top of each other. And here I've said if Y2, so this is the Y position of our truck, is greater than 500, again if it's off the bottom of the screen, Y2 equals 0, set it back to the top of the screen, and I'm saying the X2 position, so the left-right position of the motorbike, 120 to 220, again, so if you look at these values here and here, so that it's not going to overlap on top of the truck when it appears on the screen. Now finally, all that remains is to blit it to the screen. So here I've done exactly the same as with my other images, but here note it's image 3 and we're using position X2 and Y2. Now lastly, you of course want it to have a collision detection because, if it crashes, you want the game to stop. So I've literally, all I've done is copied this code, pasted it down. The X and the Y remain the same because this is our dimensions of our car, the player, but we're having to swap out now. Wherever you see X1 and Y1, you'll replace them with X2 and Y2, and the values here, 50 and 111, are actually the width and height of the motorcycle. Now, if we're going to add lots and lots of different vehicles to our game, it will make sense in the future to put this all into a subroutine so we're not repeating code. It's better programming practice, but for simplicity's sake, I've shown it you this way first so you can get something up and running, fully understand the code, and then we can refine the code and make it more efficient going forward. Well, have fun. Let's just see that playing, and you should see in a second we now have our motorcycle and our truck. So here we go. That's coming down. You can see that they're appearing, they're not overlapping, which is nice, and the bike is, quite significantly faster than the truck, and collision detection works. Well, thank you for listening, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.